A bit delay on the translation. So I think because in my written statement I talk about the 3I model, but to lay out all this framework, we need to understand that when authoritarian states spread disinformation, there are like online disinformation and offline disinformation. And actually, offline disinformation happened earlier than the online information. And the way they did that is in China, is through the United Front Work System, or we call CPPCC. They're making friends and they're asking ideology-driven people who are already skeptical, and ask them to spread the narratives locally here in Taiwan or in any other country. So we talk about like early warning system. You need to focus on the offline rumor first if we need like an early warning system. That's number one. And number two is that when it comes to the online disinformation, there are like several kinds of them. The first one is that it's directly from the propaganda department. Like for example, they're in China, they have propaganda department, they have the Ministry of State Security, or they have the Communist Youth League, they have the Armed Police. So there are several departments there in China. They're all responsible for spreading disinformation there in Taiwan. And these departments actually compete with each other. So if we want to stop that, first we need to know what's the ideology behind and what kind of the key theme or the narratives that they want to deliver from that department. And then they have trolls and they have like a cyber army to spread like all kinds of disinformation on the internet, like thousands of them. But be aware of that is, first, people do not really read all these propaganda departments' work. And trolls, when they have like thousands of comments on Facebook pages, no one really read them. So what really, erode the trust in democracy is not the top-down propaganda. It's neither the bottom-up trolls. It's more about what I call the connected level. And that resembles what I call the offline rumor. Because when you heard the offline rumor from your neighborhood or from your friends, it's more credible. And then when it moves to online, when you heard it from some sort of online influencer who, talks about fortune telling or cute animals, in common, and when they raise some sort of political issue, they look very credible. And this connected level on YouTube, or on TikTok, these are the real danger right now that spread that kind of disinformation. And how China did it is very subtle. First, they might approach online influencer to ask them to spread disinformation. That's number one. But number two is that they sometimes use what I call the donation approach, which means that they're donating someone who are, aligned with their ideology. So these people are not actually approached by China, but they could receive lots of donation if they criticize Taiwanese government or they criticize the US department. So as someone who wants to make more money, they're making them, want to make more videos that is pro-China or anti-Taiwan or anti-US. So in that kind of situation, the real way to stop that kind of dissemination is to investigate the money flow. And that needs international collaboration to stop that. And I know I only have 30 seconds left, but let me give you a very brief example. One of the influencers there in Taiwan has been approached by China and asking and saying that I'm going to pay you $1,500 per month, but asking him to criticize CCP every month, but actually to criticize less and less and less. And after a year, you need to say that maybe China is not that bad. And that's the content they provided to that online influencer. And for me, that's pretty harmful, but pretty persuasive. Thank you so much.